Hello everyone, it's Jebro. We have an announcement. I'm adjusting my seat because I can't quite believe it. The latest expansion from Guild Wars 2, Visions of Eternity, out on October 28th of this year, 2025. And we've got a blog post, we've got a trailer, and I'm going to be reacting to it all now. A new expansion for Guild Wars 2 is expected every year. And of course, this is coming out a little bit later, and we do know that, but it does not detract away from the awesomeness that you're about to witness. I'm going to go through it, I'm going to read it. We're also going to watch the trailer. You'll also have a link in the description below if you do want to pre-purchase the expansion from myself. You can click that link. It's an official ArenaNet partner and it supports me and what I do. And also I would encourage you to go and follow anyone else's link that you possibly can as a content creator, and use their link if you're going to purchase the game. You don't have to use mine, you can use anyone's. But more importantly, let's talk about the expansion, because it's here. Well, it's not here yet, but it will be. So let's read through the blog post announcing Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity. Today we're thrilled to announce our next expansion, Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, and its release date. Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity launches on 28th of October 2025, and like the previous two expansions, we'll bring it with a year of story chapters and 3 major content updates. You can get an overview of what to expect from our 6th expansion on the official page, and we'll be sharing tons of details between now and launch. So let's go and watch the trailer and see what we can garner from this as well.
Whatever the Inquest are searching for, we need to find it first.
Ooh. Very Lions Archie.
Fools have no idea the power that's buried here. The ley energies on Castora flow in abundance. The wildlife is vicious. Finding the future requires exceptional vision. We will use every tool at our disposal. After this is done, they'll remember us.
Oh, with that mount. What would you sacrifice for power? This new logo is amazing, by the way. Amazing. What a logo. Holy moly. So good. That's probably the best logo. Okay, so with the standard edition, you get a level 80 booster, you get a shared inventory slot, the plumed Commodore's hat skin. Look at these skins, weapon skins. The plumed Commodore's hat skin? What? That thing is wicked. The chromatic resin weapon skin box choice. I think it's Terror Switch editions. Get an identity repair kit for the deluxe, the Castoran tentacled Skimmer. Oh, that thing looks wicked. Whoa, that thing. Fairy dust gathering tools? Wait, are we getting like a... Did they give us a mount skin last? I don't remember actually. And then obviously if you get the next edition up, you get gems. You get gemmers. So important to remember that, you know, there's a discount on the gems there if you get the Ultimate Edition. This is the only time they really give you, they really do a, like, you know, a sale on gems, I guess. But otherwise, this, so wait a minute, what's this? This is just the expansion stuff. Okay. I was expecting that mount skin as the free thing. It makes more sense for the Skimmer. So what we're seeing here is a lot of stuff just from this, and we're gonna slow it down here every so often and just poke at a few potential things we're gonna see. So we can see that there is an Asura here that is green. So you would probably denote that might be a necromancer. And then a character here, which might be, so this I assume is the player character, I would say. And then you've got
We need to find it first.
an NPC, or maybe another player character, who knows. But there is pirate ships, and I said that one of the elite specializations might be a pirate specialization for fun, and it's ships coming towards us. And it's starting to feel a little bit more like it could actually be that. And if it is, I'm going to be ridiculously happy. This looks very Silvari-esque, and also there is like Lion's Archie kind of ships. Like it just feels kind of Lion's Archie, I guess, with like all of these ships like up in the air and kind of wrecked, but obviously they're just wrecked ships. That's the first thing you kind of think of, I guess. But then this kind of looks like a Silvari map, kind of esque map, but like ley lines and stuff they talk about as well. So we're going to Castora. Castora. You can look up more information about that, I assume. I'm not going to do that, apparently. Now, that is a scepter by the looks of things. Now remember that there are going to be no weapons assigned specifically to elite specializations, but that does look like a necro, and it does look like a scepter. Now I'm not sure if that was an ability just then, or if that was the actual creature. It could be an elite specialization ability, but it's bloody huge if it is. Now we do get a look here at a new mount as well, and we probably got some stuff in the blog post to read more about this, so we'll do that first, and then we'll go back through the trailer. So that's an enemy, and then you've got, who's this? Now that was a block of a projectile, or maybe a reflect even. That's cool. You got weapon skins or just the player character. Now there's the fox from one of the icon elite specialization icons we have. It's got fire around it. And there is the bard, probably. Now it's pink, and that's probably a good indication that that's going to be a mesmer. So that's what we're thinking, probably. It must be. Now this is the Inquest. Now, if you don't know who the Inquest are, they're naughty Asuras. So they seem to be featuring mainly in this story as well. Recognize them anyway. I mean, yeah. It just might be the Inquest, I don't know. Now, there's Ritlock in the background. So Ritlock's back. And this is, of course, the player character. It must be.
This is done.
Who else is there? Isgaran as well. There you go. There we go. Isgaran and Ritlock. Nice. I need this mount. I'm just saying. This is our. We can get the skin for the character, your character in the game, but I need this mount. Like, I need it. I think that's one of the things I'm most excited for. Like, I want that mount so bad. What would you sacrifice for power? So that could be interesting. And then this logo is amazing as well. We'll go back through the trailer and we'll listen more to the audio as well. But I did just want to kind of go through that and just have some initial thoughts before we go through the blog post. I haven't read it yet. I know about things because I'm a content creator, and you know, certain things we do get to know about at times, which is really, really kind of them to let us know. So I'm not completely in the dark about everything, but I have not read this blog post, of course. Adventure on an unknown island. Ooh. Tyrion's leaders are anxious about rumors of covert Inquest voyages launched in search of Castora, an island so remote that it's been thought to be inaccessible or even non-existent. The risks involved prevent all but the most tenacious and perhaps foolhardy of pursuers from investigating the Inquest's plan. Your race to discover the Inquest plot will lead you across 2 new open world regions at launch, each filled with magical energies and strange creatures. 2 additional maps will open as the story continues over the course of the year. Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, or VOE, as I'm going to call it, will be releasing story chapters differently than we've done for the previous 2 expansions. To read about this and the insights, go to the blog. Remember, they're releasing not a new map in the first major update. Because reasons. Go and watch the thing. Ooh, that's a cool screenshot. Oh, it's all jungly and light and bright. That's what I like. The last expansion, it's kind of like that in Gemfir. Like in the first zone, it was pretty bright and stuff. But this is there's more flora and plants and trees. It's nice. I mean, it feels more natural. It's almost like, I don't know why it reminds me of Fern Gully all of a sudden. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, you know, when there's like, you know, humans moving into areas and trying to take them over and pollute it and take its energy for itself, which is what the Inquest's probably doing. So that's a thing. Which is kind of interesting. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Actually makes a lot of sense. Fern Gully, wow. What a movie. Haven't seen it, go watch it. It's an animation. I'm probably going to sneeze momentarily. I'm sorry about that. There is no stops on this hype train, which is me recording this in one shot because I am at work today. So, features. A new elite specializations are back. Influences from members of the Tyrian Alliance bring new ways to play each of our 9 professions. In Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, you will experience new trait lines, profession mechanics, and healing, utility, and elite skills, adding many new ways to play your characters. From August 20th to 27th, we're holding an in-game preview week for you to beta test all of the elite specializations. When that preview arrives, we'll ask for your feedback to help us take each new elite specialization through the polish phase and into launch. All players with a Guild Wars 2 account in good standing may participate in the preview. We'll be back next week to kick off a series of blogs and live streams to talk about the elite specializations in great detail next week. Wicked. Okay, what am I doing? Lots of stuff. And there we go. So there's the bard. It's definitely a bard, obviously, but minstrel probably more so. And there's a good. Oh wow, there's a lute in the background. I'm probably gonna main Mesmer now. No, I'm joking. That is gonna be amazing. Wow, it's definitely Mesmer. So I got at least one speculation right. It's probably pretty obvious. Okay, so Skimmer Mastery. In Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, the Skimmer mount will be featured with new and updated mechanics. Hover, dive, and soar faster than before as you explore the dangerous and beautiful environments of Castora. Raids and combat. Raids are going to be another thing that return in the expansion, as we had them in Gemfir Wilds as well, which is cool. In 2026, raids and strikes will be unified on the same structure, improving access for new players and streamlining rewards. We're also investing in systems that help facilitate group content, which we'll talk about more in the future. 2 new raid encounters, including challenge modes and the legendary mode, will be added in the major updates to Guild Wars 2. Now, this is an interesting phrase, because they're also combining into the same structure. So what I think they're going to start calling strikes is going to be raids. That is what I think they're going to be doing. Well, or raid, they're going to call them raid encounters, and you might be able to go from a portal into the next one, which is related to it. So, you know, for example, like if you go through like some of them for the strikes from Icebrood Saga, maybe you get a portal and you go to the next actual encounter, and it just feels like it's seamless in that way, so it feels like a raid, maybe. Don't know, potentially. Or maybe you have the option to if you want to. I guess that would depend on many things, but anyway. So they're going to have the challenge modes and the legendary modes are going to return as well, which is cool. They'll be added in major updates next year. In addition, a new Convergence and Fractal with challenge mode will also release, and their final expansion date next year, giving players lots of obstacles to tackle and overcome. And this is a boss, obviously, from one of the encounters. That is a horrendous thing. Now, there is a big, massive tidal wave in the back. And when I said it in the trailer, I was like, oh, that could be an ability from something. It's probably an ability from the actual boss itself. Like, you know, you're about to drown in a tidal wave or some stuff. Makes sense that they summon it from the sea. That's kind of cool. That looks awesome, actually. I love that. Legendary treasures. Of course, legendary items normally come. Over the course of the expansion and subsequent content updates, players can pursue 6 new legendary items, 3 weapons, 3 new weapons, a ring, an accessory, and the long requested aqua breather. Now, I know loads of people want this so they finish off their armor set, and you know, I'll probably get it. I'm not like massively hyped for that, but it's cool. Like, it's gonna look good, right? That's the main reason I want to get it. Like, it's just gonna look epic. And obviously, you know, you're gonna be able to slot on all your characters. You never have to worry about that again. And you can guarantee it won't be a standard kind. It won't have that look of the normal aqua breather, which is like that kind of bit of cloth that goes over your mouth. Oh no, it's got more than that. It's got a little, like, you know, plastic bit and stuff. So that's cool. That's a lot, actually. You know, this is the most amount of legendary weapons they would have released in a short period of time since probably Heart Thorns, probably, which is kind of very awesome. It's not kind of awesome, it's wicked. I just want to know which weapons they are so I can know whether or not to save for them. Obviously, there'll be new stuff from the new expansion, which I'll have to use to get those anyway. So, a new homestead as well. Players who own both Guild Wars 2, Gemfield Wilds, and Visions of Eternity will get to unlock a whole new homestead map. So, you need to get access to homesteads, you need Gemfield Wilds. I'm pretty sure that will be the same with having Visions of Eternity, because they do say if you own both, then you'll get it. I would like that to just be like if you have a homestead, like if you have the second expansion, you can just get the homestead as well. But maybe it's the tech is tied to this specifically and unlocks, so I don't know. But like I would say that it would be cool to just have the homestead. Like, you don't have to have Gemfield Wilds to have this, but you know, they're all linked. I guess they're all linked to each other in that way. So I don't know. I'm not programmer or coder or anything. But okay. You'll also be able to save your decoration layout and freely swap between the Jamfir and Castoran maps with the new layouts feature. We'll share more information about the new homestead layouts in the coming months. So like I mean, it sounds like a kind of skin system, like you've got like with different looks for characters, you know, in other games where you can just switch between looks. Maybe you can just switch between things. That's cool. Damn, a new homestead. That's awesome. I mean, kind of expected. I expected this, not gonna lie. Now it's gonna, now, you know, there are many things players want and don't want from a new homestead area. You know, people bothered about the house being in the middle. They've extended the amount of items you can put in homestead now as well over the last few days, as I saw in the update notes. So loads of awesome stuff there. Loads of awesome stuff. Everyone's getting a bit of everything right now. And then you'd expect a new PvP map to come out at some point soon as well. I think they mentioned that in a recent blog post. So other rewards, the Wizard's Vault will continue to offer new seasonal rewards for players to earn as they play through the expansion. New relics will bring players more options for their builds. So more relics, of course, and of course you'll be able to earn new armor and weapons, recipes, emotes, and more. I wonder if that mount's going to be the mount you can get in the vault. That would be sick. Now these weapons look wicked. Kind of looks like nature infused with energy, but like they are more, well, it's more rock, I guess. But there is this cardinal, this hat, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm still thinking that one of the elite specialization things is a pirate. I don't think anyone else has said that. So I'm still on the train. Pre-purchase bonuses available now. Pre-purchasing any edition of Guild Wars 2 before the expansion launches comes with free rewards. The exclusive plumed Commodore's hat helm skin. Woohoo! The exclusive Eternal Alchemist title. That's cool, Asura. And a box with your choice of one chromatic resin weapon skin. Visit the official page for for full details on standard, deluxe, and elite editions. You can pre-purchase the expansion through the official store or in-game store, Steam, EGS, or official retailers, or from an ArenaNet official link, which is in the description below, and I'd massively appreciate it if you could purchase it from there, as it supports me. But if you would like to purchase it from another content creator, please go to that link and purchase it there. It is an official ArenaNet link, and it also gives us a little bit of a kickback as well. Now, here we go. This is cool. Fashion forward. We have one final feature that will launch in one of the major updates. Guild Wars 2 Vision of Eternity next year, and will be available to all players regardless of ownership of the expansion. So this is not with the expansion, but it's coming out as the updates come out. Fashion templates could be one of the best things about this. I'm not saying that everything else isn't exciting, but Fashion Wars, all right? You know what I'm talking about. Fashion Wars templates function similarly to build and equipment templates, allowing players to save a template of the aesthetic features for their armor, trinkets, back item, and infusions. That's very cool. We'll share more information here in the future about fashion templates and all the other features coming from Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity. You can read more details or about the full contents of the expansion on the product page. It'll be a busy summer as we prepare to set sail for Kastora, so stay tuned for more information. Let's have a look at some of these screenshots. So that's obviously the skimmer. Oh, that's the ranger. That's a ranger and birds. And we saw that bow on the elite spec icon, and it had feathers, and it looks like the feathers are birds. So maybe bird specific? I don't know. But that wingspan there, that makes some sense because it's on the actual icon. Maybe we can pull the icon out. In Quest, we saw that screenshot. Again, this reminds me very much of like the first Savari map where you got the jump puzzle, and this kind of, it reminds me very much of like Savari lands. Oh man, that mount is beautiful. Oh, damn. Oh wow, that's very like, isn't it? Like the circular, yeah. But like more, but also could be a gate? And a surrogate maybe? That's sick. That's really good. That's nice. You got ley energy, I think that pretty much that is. In nature, that's what they're trying to siphon, it looks like. Ah, there we go. So when we're talking about the ships and whatnot, there's a port here. And yeah, they've turned the wrecked ships into structures. That's awesome. I hope there's a bigger major city. Like there is this is just a port by the looks of things, but I hope there's a major city which really looks like, oh, you're starting to see it more here. There's another one. So there's lots of ports. And then you've got the Wizard's Waypoint there. Still very much a feature coming with us, is Garen. Look at this structure here. Very Lion's Arch-esque. Oh, whoops. That was it. That was the screenshot from before. Up in earlier in the blog post. And then you got the Mesmer, mostly because it's pink, you know. And the Bard, it looks like, or Minstrel, which it'll probably be called. And then we go back to the beginning. Now let's go and have a look at the product page and see if there's any more information here that we don't get from the blog post. This is the French. Wait, what? Okay, well, there's a French bit in there. It's fine. Got some other screenshots here. Visions of Eternity. Learn more. La, la. This is amazing art. Look at this artwork. Wow. That's so good. We saw most of this. Oh, this could be another. Is this a boss or a raiding counter? There's Ritlock, I think, over there. Very cool. There we go. There's some more information here. Free. So, okay, let's have a little bit of a read here. Anxious about, so adventure on an unknown island. Series of these are anxious about rumors of covert inquest voyages launched in search of the island of Castora. I think we've read all this. The risks involved prevent all but most of the tenacious and perhaps warning. We've read that. Did we actually, did I read that section and just completely ignore talking about it? Potentially. No. So that's good. Okay. Well, that's not working. There we go. It is working. I lied. So, during your travels, you'll unlock 3 new mastery checks, including one for your Skimmer mount that will unlock new and updated abilities. The new region will also bring new adventures, collections, and thematic rewards. Players who own both expansions will be able to get the new homestead map as well. New release specializations. Here we read that. Daily encounters, which is in French for some reason, I think. Yeah, so there we go back through on most of that. And then you can have a look at the different packs there. So you can see identity repair kit, 4,000 gems is the big difference between the ultimate and everything else. But you know, deluxe, you get all the skins and all the other things. The fairy dust gathering tools. Oh my god. Oh my god. Amazing. Amazing. What I'm going to do there is I'm going to end the video there because I actually have to go to work. So which is a fun time. But let's watch the expansion one more time, the release trailer one more time. I'm doing this because I really wanted to get something out, but I'm excited. The expansion
the Inquest are searching
is coming.
We need to find it first.
These fools have no idea the power that's buried here. The ley energies on Castora flow in abundance. The wildlife is vicious.
So awesome.
Finding the future requires exceptional vision.
Firing at enemies, projectiles.
We will use every
Might do a new video on the elite
disposal.
specs.
After this is done, they'll remember us forever.
I love the Inquest. It's an Asura expansion, everyone. It's an Asura expansion. That's what I'm talking about. Asuras. Flipping hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Well, it's Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, but still, it's very Asura based, right? I mean, let's be real. So, everyone, excited for the expansion. Thanks so much for watching. If you do want to support me as a content creator and for Guild Wars 2, and hit that link below in the description for a link to purchase it and get all those fun new items as well. I will see you very soon as we're going to talk more about this on the Lightbringers coming up every week at the moment until we hit the
Whatever
next.
the Inquest are searching for, we
Wow,
need to find
that's so dramatic. Over the next months until October. So let me know what you think about the expansion. Do you think there's some more maybe elite specializations coming up in the trailer as well? I'm gonna see you soon. I'm off to work. Bye bye for now, folks. Been awesome to hang out, and we're gonna be getting some more videos out. Looking forward to see you soon. Bye bye.